Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is a little different to previous ones. One, it's a solo live video. There might be a few features from me on FaceTime. And two, that's four. Two, it is kind of like a baking video, story time. Mel thinks this video is a pancake day video of me doing different pancake recipes for you guys. But it's not. It's actually, I'm doing a Galentine's Day surprise box. Making slutty brownies for Millie and her other friend Ashley. And doing like a little gift box for them. So they are a layer of cookie with Oreo cookies on the top and then brownie on top of that. The recipe I am using is from Jane's Patisserie and she has so many lovely recipes on there. I'll link it down below. So let's get started. Obviously, hygiene reasons, put my hair up, give my hands a good wash because of COVID. But yeah, I'm going to tie my hair up because obviously COVID. Doesn't make any sense. So I actually cooked a batch of these earlier on in the week for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. I had to do his a bit earlier because I had to post his off to him. So I actually already have the ingredients up there, don't know if you can see them, all weighed out and ready because as I was making his batch I just thought I might as well prepare the stuff for what I'm going to do later on in the week. There are two different recipes, so you need two different lots of ingredients. One for the cookies, well, cookie base, and one for the brownie. So I forgot to get the butter out of the fridge earlier, so I might need to let it soften a little bit first. So you start off with making the cookie layer. Get a tin. So you're actually supposed to have a square tin, but I don't have one. So what I do is I use this rectangle tin, but I like put foil in it sort of halfway to sort of block off that end and then line just the bit I need to use with the baking paper. So until the cookie actually goes in, it won't actually stay down. But yeah, so basically what I've done, I've just sort of put some tin foil around it. Some tin foil around it to make the size that I need, and then the baking paper will line that when it will actually stay in there because the cookie's in there. Look, I've got pink Oreos. They're not actually pink inside, which is a bit misleading. But I'm going to need to soften the butter, I think, a little bit. Actually, it's not too bad. Can't even see. So I'm going to sort of chop the butter up a little bit, just so that it's easier to sort of mix it. So what you do with this, someone's to come downstairs. I need to get some lunch. Sorry, my sister came to make herself some lunch. So this is 115 grams of unsalted butter, and into that you add 125 grams of light brown sugar, which I have already pre-measured all these out as I said before. And you basically whisk that, beat that together until it is light and fluffy. I use a little mixer, but it might take a while because the butter's not too soft at the minute. Yeah, so a few of these chunks of butter are proving quite difficult. I might have to like use the spatula just to break them up a little bit. Or not even the spatula is apparently going to break them up. So we have a nice light and fluffy, basically just butter and sugar combination. And then into it next you add the egg and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Crack in the egg, pour in the vanilla, mix in that, So you want to mix that again until it's smooth, which it now is. 225 grams of plain flour, half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of corn flour. I feel like someone just came. That's already pre-measured in this, so I'm just going to sieve that in. You beat until a cookie dough is formed. Normally, I use the mixer for the first part, but then it normally gets a bit stuck because cookie dough is obviously quite sticky, so I have to kind of finish it off with the spatula. Yeah, you see it's sticking to this quite a bit now. But so this is it so far. I haven't used the mixer, so now I'm just going to go in with the spatula and give it one last sort of good mix all together. When I do the spatula part, I sort of like go around the edges to get all the sort of the loose flour and stuff in, and then I sort of press it all together so it sort of all mixes nicely. And then what you need to do is add in your chocolate chips. Again, I've already prepared these, so you need 150 grams. It says on the recipe to use milk chocolate, but I like it when they have a mixture of milk and white, so I have halved it and done half of that white and half of it milk. So here it is. This is the hard part, you have to try and get all the chips in amongst the dough. And there you have your cookie dough. What I do now is I'm just going to press it into the tin. Okay, so that's the best it's going to get, so I'm going to show you. So yeah, it's sort of, so it doesn't cover the whole tin, and that foil is just keeping it in place there, especially when you add the brownie. But yeah, so now this needs to go into the freezer. The cookie dough is now in the freezer, and I'm just going to set a timer, so it has to go in the freezer for 20 minutes. That's what it says on the recipe, or I think you can also just put it in the fridge for an hour. So I'm just going to turn the oven on, and then I'm going to wash up all the stuff that I'm going to need to use again to make the brownies. So everything is now washed up, ready to use for the brownie making. You do need a couple more things when you're doing the brownies. You need a saucepan, a bowl that you can get hot because you need to heat up a bowl because you need to heat up a saucepan of water and put a bowl on top of it to melt together the chocolate and the butter for the brownie part. Disclaimer, I am not a baker. I do this like once every few months. So you heat that water up and you get your other bowl. You have 100 grams of unsalted butter and 100 grams of dark chocolate for the brownie mixture. So you just want to chop them up. I haven't actually chopped these up already, they're all in their chunks. So basically just break the chocolate up into chunks for it to melt. Just going to chop that up into there. Okay, so the water has now boiled, so what you want to do is just literally just pop your bowl with the chocolate and the butter over the boiling water and it will start to melt. And then whilst that's happening, I normally go on to the next step, which is whisking together the eggs and the sugar. So you've got just 140 grams of caster sugar and 2 medium eggs, and you have to whisk it together so it forms a thick mousse-like mixture. Again, this is all pre-measured. So this is my caster sugar, and then my 2 eggs. So once the water's properly started boiling, you just want to turn it down to quite a low. Oh my god, the umbrella moved and I thought there was someone in the garden. You just want to move it down to quite a low heat so it just slowly melts it whilst you're doing the rest of your stuff. And then we whisk. chocolate's melted, so I've just turned the heat off on that. And the cookie is ready to come out the oven. out the oven. And the cookie is ready to come out of the freezer. So there's our cookie out the freezer. So now that we have our mousse-like mixture of the sugar and eggs and our melted chocolate, what you then do is you pour the melted chocolate mix straight into the mixture here and you fold it in. Surprisingly, none of that spilt. God knows how, but it didn't. So folding is basically where you sort of, I don't know, you kind of bring it down the middle and sort of almost fold the spatula over slightly. I think that's how you do it. Again, I'm not a baker. And then it should start to look more like this. So a nice brownie colour. So that looks now like a nice smooth mixture in there. Now you add the flour and the cocoa powder. 50 grams plain flour and 25 grams cocoa powder, which is what I have in here. The recipe doesn't tell you to add any vanilla extract, but I think I'm going to anyway because I normally always add it in my brownies. So I'm just going to add like maybe 1/4 teaspoon. Again, you fold the cocoa powder and the flour through. So then you have your nice brownie mixture, which is quite nice and thick. And then the last thing to add for the brownies is the chocolate chips. Again, the recipe says to just use milk, but I've then done half and half, milk and white. So you're supposed to carefully fold these through. I'm not 100% sure what that means, to be honest. And there you have the brownie mixture. Passes the taste test. I'm just going to move that over there for a minute because I now need to put the Oreo layer on top of the cookie. Now have your Oreo layer. I don't know, this one wouldn't fit a whole one, so I've had to do sort of like a little bit of one. But you have the Oreo layer then there, and then your lovely brownie mixture is going to go over the top of that. And you want to make sure you spread it out so it's over all of it. And nice even layer. I mean, it doesn't look the greatest, not cooked. But that is the brownie, ready to go in the oven. I'm going to put it in. Obviously the tray's not hot yet, that's why I didn't use oven gloves. 25 minutes to half an hour. So I normally just do the timer for 25 minutes. It normally does need that extra 5 minutes and sometimes also needs a bit more. The recipe does say it sometimes takes a smidge longer, but you can't really even see, but the brownies are in there, ready to cook. So now that the brownies are in and cooking, all that's really left to do is tidy up everything completely, eat some of the leftover Oreos, and wait for them to cook. So 25 minutes is done, so we're going to get them out and see what the situation is. So I think I'm going to put them back in for the extra 5 minutes. Oven's ready. I'm going to say they're done. What I'm going to do now is, now that they're cooked, I'm going to leave them out on the side to cool quite a bit. And then I normally put them in the fridge before I even attempt to take them out of here because they go quite gooey. And then they just sort of, when you try and cut them up, they just go all runny and into little splodges. So I like for them to be completely cooled and a little bit cold in the fridge before I try and cut them up. I might actually end up leaving them in there overnight and doing that tomorrow when I'm packaging up the boxes. but we'll just see how cool they get, how quickly they get cool.
Later that same evening.
So I just had a look at the brownies in the fridge and I think they're actually alright. So I'm going to get that, then I'm going to chop them up. So they have been in the fridge for about an hour and a half now, so you'd think that they'd be quite cool and fine. Look at that. You can't really see actually, you'll be able to see more when I cut into it. I'm going to go just down the middle first, just so I can try and show you the full picture. So yeah, that's how it looks inside. You can see the cookie, the Oreo, and then the brownie on top. The brownie is actually still a little bit gooey, but hopefully it will be alright. Oh, they look so good, look at that. So you can really clearly see the Oreo in the middle and the definition between the layers, and it looks so good. Oh, look at that. As I said earlier, I'm doing a gift box for Millie and Ashley. So the brownies are just part of them. There's two things that I'm going to put in there. It's the brownies and another one I'm going to show you in a minute when I box it up. So I'm going to put the brownies in a piece of baking paper and wrap them up all nicely to put them in the box. And then I'll show you what else I'm putting in there. I now have both the parcels wrapped ready to put in the boxes. I've just got to tidy away the rest of the brownies, and then I'll show you me assembling the actual boxes together. I'm now moving on to the assembling of the Galentine's boxes. So I just went around the post office and grabbed 2 cardboard boxes, and my sister luckily had some leftover shredded pink paper, so I've used that to fill them. So let me show you. So they're just little boxes and they've just got little pink tissue paper to pad them out. So the first item that's going in these boxes is obviously the brownies, so let's do that. So this is Millie's one, so I'm just going to put the brownies in like that. The other thing I'm putting in their boxes is, I mentioned this in our previous video of the Valentine's Day gift ideas, but my sister has recently started a home business of making candles. The name of her business is Dream a Little Candles. I put the @ here, and you can find her on Instagram, and you can also find her on Etsy. I've put the link down below. And I thought everyone likes a candle, you know, especially when it's cold like this. Just you're cozy up in bed and you light a candle. So I bought a candle off my sister for each Millie and Ashley. So I got Millie her standard, this is a twisted knot candle. I'm going to put a proper photo of it here from her Instagram so that you can fully see what it looks like. I had to kind of make a little lie up to find out what scents they both liked, so I just asked them to review my sister's scents and let me know which ones their favourites were. So I just chose the first scent that they sent me that was their favourite scent. So Millie got just the natural twisted knot in the scent Pomegranate Noir. And I'm also giving them both this really cute little candle tray to burn in, because I'm pretty sure neither of them have a candle tray, so it can't be hard to burn a candle if they've not got one. So yeah, they've got a nice little scented candle and a candle tray. Ashley's knot is actually one of Emily's new collection, which she has just released. And it's a different kind of knot, so it's like an anchor knot kind of thing, like a boat knot. Again, I will place a picture here of it up close so that you can see it. And Ashley, the first scent that she said was the Strawberry and Lily, which again smells amazing. but it's just nice to support my sister because she's just a small business and she appreciates any sale she gets, even if it's just her sister. And I've also done them both just a little note, so it just says Happy Galentine's Day. I can't tell if that's actually flipped or if it's going to be the right way around, the right way around. Yeah, just says Happy Galentine's Day and a little note on the back for them both, which I'm going to put on top. Then put the tray and the candle in so that you can see the full look of the box. This is Millie's completed box. So again, you've got the candle tray, the brownies, and just a little Happy Galentine's Day thing. So it's just a nice simple box, but I think she'll enjoy everything that's in it. So this is the completed look of both boxes. They look really cute and I hope they appreciate them. So as I said earlier in the video, Millie thought I was filming a different video today of me just making pancakes. So she doesn't actually know this is coming, but tomorrow I'm going to hand deliver these to them both. I'm going to film myself taking it to Millie and show you her reaction, like when she opens the door. And then I'm going to ask her to actually film her unboxing it and her reactions to it and send it to me so I can add it in at the end of this video. So we'll see you tomorrow on delivery day.
The next day.
So it's delivery day. Mum is about to take me to drop them off because the roads are still pretty icy and she's got a bigger car. I've also my sister's given me some little wax melts to add into the boxes for them both. And so I'm just going to add those in and then I'll show you what that looks like with them in. And then we're going to go and deliver. Hi. So now I've added the little wax melts in. That's what it looks like. Cute. And that's Millie's ready to go. I'm nearly at Millie's house. I have just asked her if she's going to be filming in a minute and she said yeah, I'm about to film. So I said okay, can I FaceTime you in 10 minutes and can you film on your end? She didn't actually ask questions, which I don't know why. She normally asks questions when I ask her to do things. So I'm going to try and screen record and FaceTime her when I get to her house and hopefully she'll film on her end.
So Liv's just texted me saying, are you going to be filming in 10 minutes? Can you film, can I FaceTime you? And can you film it? I'm a bit concerned, I don't know what she's doing. I feel like she's going to be eating pancakes and like rubbing it in or something, I don't know. What?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to come down to your door, please?
Oh my god, stop it. Shut up. What is that?
I wasn't filming your pancake video.
Were you not? Oh.
Filming a brownie baking and Galentine's Day box video.
Stop it. Wait, let me... Oh my god, tell me your best friend isn't cute without telling me that your best friend isn't cute. Oh, I'm gonna cry. My boyfriend hasn't even done this for me. I think these are Emily's candles. Dreamy Little Candles plug. How cute. Wait, I need to show you these though. These would have already been in her video, but I needed something chocolatey today. I'm gonna eat these before I film. Oh, there's so many. Are you joking? Okay, I need to stop. I need to eat. Pause. Love you, Liv.
So I just got back from delivering the Galentine's Day boxes. They both loved them. You can see by Millie's reaction that she was quite surprised. But yeah, I'm quite happy that I did that for them both. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video of me doing Galentine's Day surprise boxes. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you on the next video. Bye!